And welcome back. We are going to take a look at the enemy phase, or enemy movement rather, at the end of the 1800 hours of 18th December 1944, Wacht am Rhein. So, one thing that I remembered looking around over here is that I would like to take a look if there's a possibility to bring out some emergency units simply. I mean, this is basically what I want to do if possible. So we do have like a visit to the front. Let's examine these ones more, because I haven't really done that. So we have a hand card here called Visit the Front, costs 10. It can increase the morale of all subordinate units. So this might be actually quite good if we have low morale units. And this feels like more of a defensive one, but I'm not sure. I don't know really how morale works, besides if you have low morale you can panic and so on. So I don't know if this is that important, but looking at the morale of, and this is really 5th Panzer, so this would actually increase the morale of everyone here, which is kind of cool actually. And we have a morale, the base one is 50, now we have 54. Yeah, he says here, high morale reduces chance of unit panicking. So if that's all it does, maybe not that important. Then we have, of course, the emergency unit, which is not bad. Then we have Gamble, visit the HQ and supercharge the offensive bonus of all subordinates. Not bad actually. Failure and adverse result possible. That's not good. This card is to be played on a subordinate HQ, alright? So you play this one and you basically choose like one of these guys here that are in charge of either of these ones. Okay, so this is called Gamble. So the offensive bonus for the whole of the next turn, we said. Let's see. Yeah, the effect is applied to all units of this selected HQ. The offensive bonus is organization, which he has 50 of. And then intuition, which is this one? No, that's charisma. Here we go. And then divide that by 4. So it's the average of these ones and then divided by 2 basically. So it's 30. So you could get a plus bonus of 30, which is quite good actually for everyone. So if you really are in, but this is also called Gamble, so it doesn't have to be good actually. Not that this card can result in a failure. If organization plus intuition is less than 100, organization plus intuition 70. So in this case it's not, then the adverse result is obtained and offensive okay, so it rarely happens actually, or doesn't happen, and offensive penalty would then be that. Alright, that's pretty cool though. Maybe that is something I really want to use. And then a subordinate of 5th Panzer that could be used is like 2nd Panzer and Lear, like taking Bastogne for example. Not a bad idea at all. Or if you have, like if there's trouble with 116. Right, not bad. And then we have Freedom. This card is to be played on a subordinate HQ. The effect is applied to all units in the selected HQ. You get offensive bonus and a defensive bonus, which is good to have, an AP increase, which is great. But that is organization divided by 3 and 6. So 50 divided by 3 would be 51 is 17. And then divided by 6 would be then 8.5 or something like that. So Alright, so you'd have 17 APs extra. That's just like one step. That's not great, but it's not bad because it has to do with everyone. And offensive bonus of 7, about 7. Not terrible either. It's quite good. And defensive bonus, yeah, that's quite strong as well. Pretty cool. And then we have another unit, which I kind of like, but the problem with this is that they're foot soldiers, really. So I could use 19, get 2 each. I wouldn't be able to play gamble for a while, for example. Maybe that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these points, I think. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's have a look at the. Yeah, actually, let's go down this way here. So here we have this one. Visit the front is also the morale, right? But here we do have an emergency unit, and would this be a good place to put this one? I think so. It's quite good, actually. And I don't have like great alternatives either, so let's do this. Okay, 1 unit, fine. And should I keep him here or should I move? Can't move up here. I want to have him down here. I could close this gap here a little bit. Send him here. That is quite nice. Well, it's a light forest. Shame I can't get up here on the hill here. It's 105 due to the river and everything. But I could take my spelt. But this is already cleared soon enough. I could also go up and defend this one. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Because if he tries to sneak away, then I'd like to have some people. So let's do that. Now we can see that it's a rather strong... What is this? What is this? Oh my god! Now I realize. Same thing as these guys. They have left their equipment. They don't have any... that's so cool. That is really awesome. So they've left their equipment behind. Because once they were down... Where? I think... Let's have a look here. Yeah, once they went down this way and then stopped up here, I think. Then they have had... It's been too difficult, I guess. Because of the supply and everything. Because they don't have any gas anymore. My god, that's nice. So I could actually hit this guy here because he's only rear area. Let's have a look at the odds here. Not fantastic right now, but wow. So he can actually go up here quite easily. And there's nothing I can do about that right now. Wow. This one, why is he on? See, this one here is... Oh yeah, so I'll move this guy up here actually. There we go, and then I don't have to turn him off. But I'll do that. That's cool. But these guys here, that's 5th Panzer. That's the same thing here. Let's go over here. Or should I leave this one? Let's have a look. Yeah, we have enough here for sure. Wow, that's interesting. And this one can stay for a while, I think. Because we have so many units here that are yellow. But turn him off here. All right, cool, pretty cool. Well, that was surprising, really, but really interesting. Cool. Anyway, let's go back here then. So, talking about this one here, card-wise, we're gonna wait with the emergency unit. We had this one. He has used this one now. And how about this guy here? He doesn't have the points for it. And this one still don't have the points for it, but he's also got supervise, giving defensive bonus. Okay, cool. 6 Panzer. He doesn't have any cards out here, and he doesn't have the points really. And then we have this one up here. He doesn't have the points. He doesn't have the points. All right. Then we have this guy here. He doesn't have the points of 7 army. Here we definitely have the points, but look at that. That's interesting. So here we really ought to, I think. Let's see here. This is morale increase. And this was defensive bonus. I'd rather have a defensive bonus though. But for how long are you going to have that? This card is to be played on a subordinate HQ. Effect is applied to all units other side the HQ. Defensive bonus. Defensive bonus can be used, I think, when you attack as well. You attack and then you have the counter attack and so on. So it's not terrible. Right. And this is a unit that's in here then, right? No. Where is that? Ah, he's up here. I see. He's up here. Right, but still, he'd help out Fallschirmjägers and these guys, but you actually pick one, right? Yeah. So, like, I don't know which one I would want to go for, but... And visit front is just morale increase, but I don't fear that I'm going to panic. And how much is this? This is organization plus determination. Look at that organization. And determination is this. Sorry, so that's 70 divided by 8. Yeah, maybe defensive power. Do you have defensive power down here somewhere? No, I don't think so. Not in that sense. So, alright. I really don't know if or how I should use that. Anyway, so here we are up in the... We're down in the south, actually. So these guys, I mean, he could definitely get... He could use some defensive bonus. Let's see here. Whoops. That is this one, isn't it? Organization plus determination, 60. So that's 80 divided by 8, 10 extra. Yeah, not bad. And this was morale. How is our morale, guys? It's not bad. So let's supervise then and give him a defensive bonus then. Let's see here. It's in a... that's weird. It's in a subordinate HQ. Let's try this one out anyway. See which one you actually put this one. Ah, it is a certain unit that is a subordinate unit. So like this one. No, doesn't work. How about this guy? So you can actually play it on yourself because you are... Let's just see here. Can you play it on others? It seems like you can play them on others here as well. But these are not out. Ah, these are possible reinforcements. Right. So if I play it on myself here, everyone around here would get defensive bonus, I think. Let's do that. I mean, he does have the points. And he is threatened, so let's do that. So he visited and took Rothkirch, Erwin von Rothkirch, on a tour to oversee. So he took himself to the on a tour to oversee the defense. I see. That's funny. Defensive power is increased by 10%, which is great. Fantastic. So that's good. That's interesting. Cool. hopefully that's going to come in. Going to be handy. Let's have a look at this guy then. So here we have, what are these guys here? 276 and 212s. And they also have, one called lead. Let's see, this card is to be played on a subordinate HQ. The effect is applied to all units. Offensive bonus instead. Oh, that's pretty cool though. But I want to keep this one, I think. For the morning of for the next morning actually, because that's when I'm gonna attack. So, and we'll see here then. And it is organization and audacity. Audacity is 40, 50, so it's really 50 divided by 8. Yeah, that's 6. So not a big offensive bonus. How about the visit the front then? Charisma, you have charisma. Yeah, you have charisma and organization. It's same thing here. But it's divided by 16, so that didn't help. Like a couple of 4, well, maybe, I don't know, 4 points or something. Anyways, so that's all of the 7A. How about Heres Group? He's got 30 points, which is amazing. And he's got high command as well. That's both a morale increase and a readiness increase. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And then emergency unit, but I want to travel further up north to actually, and then release this guy here. So he doesn't have to travel, or it doesn't matter. Not really, but, well, he wouldn't be using supply, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. I'll just say these points, that's fine. He gets 3 command points every turn, which is great. Yeah. And under him, he's got FBB and 9SS under here as well. And also, oh yeah, so that's also 2 SS. That's also, so he really ought to drive with these guys actually. I definitely think I should. Well, of course we could reassign these guys. It's also possible, but maybe because we want to use cards and stuff, we might want to bring these guys with us actually. Definitely, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. And this guy here doesn't have the points. This one does really have the points, but alright. So he's got 9. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to get going here. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to, let's see. He's not just walking, which is nice. Let's go march mode here. I'm going to turn, well, I can see, look at, use this one here. Let's see here. We want to get onto this one, right? And then go down this road down here, Holdarth. Yeah, that's where we want to go. So, let's see here. That's not bad. That's it. And then we have these guys as well. It's these 2 and I think this one as well. That we are leaving basically here, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I don't know. Would be nice to bring him with, but anyway. Yeah, that's it, I think. So let's now continue into the evening, or rather night. So we are going to first start and see the movement of the enemy forces on the 1800 hours, and then we will take a look at the night turn, which is the first turn of the 19th of December. Let's do this. This will be, as always, very exciting. And we'll see what we can actually see. And in the last episode, I mentioned things I was kind of afraid of. But, I mean, it's really Bastogne, I think, mostly. And also maybe Rollbahn A and B, especially B is troublesome. Where the Sturm Brumberg was ambushed. But I mean, I think they need to pull back because I have forces in Spa already. So here we go, Laglaise. Ooh, that was interesting. All right, this is in the north. This is Monschau. So we have an engineering unit moving around. All right, they're moving away. It seems like this is obviously a Bastogne. This is Govy. Merzig down south. This is north. Moving away. Makes sense. Task forces here, Junglinster moving around really rather. And moving away, but I don't know, strengthening up there, piling in. Ah, that's interesting. That was St. Vith. Ah, we got hit, but they lost one Sherman tank. That's cool. So he's actually moving away from this sort of encirclement. So, which makes sense. Lots of movements. No losses there, but they did lose some, wherever that was. Where is this? Yeah, this is 116th, I think, isn't it? Yeah. 116th Panzer with 560. And this is St. Vith as well. So they're moving up some units for some reason. Ooh, that they're like on the offensive for some reason. I don't mind. Come to daddy, you know. And Vilsalm and St. Vith here. They are almost being encircled here. Oh, they actually have left here, so I'm just gonna rest for the night, basically. And in doing that, I don't mind not being, you know, hex to hex, basically. So I'm happy that they are, if they are leaving out there. Here's Malmedy. Oh, they're breaking again. They're breaking the supply lines. And this one probably came from here. So that's not good. And if this will remain, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go hit this guy with Sandig and with... But is this guy that guy that was over there? And this 53 is maybe more like 27. I don't remember if this is the 2030. That was... No, I think his name was like Collins or something like that. Team Collins. We also saw something up there north. This is Junglinster. They actually try to hit me. This is Campbell. This is Govy. We got hit and we did actually lose a little bit. They get intercepted there. Intercepted. This is in the... Where is this? And this... I don't know. This is Rutgen up in the north. This is also north. Moving upwards. Makes sense. We got hit there, but they lost lots. Or here's St. Vith. No, is it? No. No, this is in the south. Merzig, this is Ettelbruck. So they are strengthening here, which makes sense. Moving up, trying to hit... Oh, that was good of me to move up here then. I don't know about the result there though. And here we are in Laglaise. Got hit there. Oh, they moved up there also. That's cool. And where is this? yeah, this is Spa. They're like encircling me with fairly strong units here. Stomont also like Lays. Seems like heavy resistance. We didn't lose anything here, which is good. This is also Spa here. They're moving in, moving out. I'd like to have some artillery there, please, but might not have enough. I do have some Werfers somewhere around there. Not enough, I think. And that's the end of the turn. Ah, this is interesting. And now we're going to take a look at VPs and weather and everything like that. And also we're going to take a look at the stats, which is going to be interesting. Then we're going to analyze their actual movements and where they're at and everything. Let's start the turn. This is midnight. We're in the night. It's overcast just below 0, which means mud is still prevalent. But we can also see that we have overcast, which means limited air support by the Americans. Let's have a look. The victory condition. We have 95 on the map, which is nice. Plus 11 extra VPs due to casualties, and then we have 106 altogether. So that's really nice. And Axis losses. We've lost almost 2,000 Volksgrenadiers, K98, over 1,000 infantries, almost 1,000 pioneers, and some Volksgrenadier, Sturmgewehr 44. Couple of Nachttroops, some SS infantry, but only 330 Panzergrenadier, which is nice. But some Jägers as well, of course, and lots of 251s. And I know that these ones are set up like passively as covering any kind of retreat that you're making. So these will get blown up, so nothing strange there. And we have SS Panzergrenadier there as well. Are there any? So these are Panzergrenadiers and these are SS Panzergrenadiers. So these are probably like 2nd Panzer, maybe, I think. And these are SS belonging to the 6th Panzer. That's cool. So only 160 so far. That's good. So altogether, then let's have a look at these guys here. So we have, unfortunately, 54 Stugs. And what else? We have 30 Panthers. That hurts. It says 20 Panzer IVs. A couple of Stabs actually also, but it's fine. We have some 8 Tiger 2s. That's not a whole lot, I think. Unfortunately, 7 Boom Bears. Three Nebelwerfers only. Yep. 1 Hummel, 1 Wespe, 1 Jagdpanther. 1 Jagdpanther 4. So altogether 5,781. So in order to actually get somewhere around like 5 or 6, if I would go like 1 to 5, I would have to end up at what, 25, somewhere around 28, something like that, I think. But if I'm going to get up towards 6, I would require me to be at 35,000. So yeah, for the Americans. So let's have a look and see. Did I say 5? So yeah, I mean, it's around 30 to 35,000. That's what I can hope for. And let's have a look at what they've lost actually. Ooh, look at that. 10,000, over 10,000 GI veterans. Lots of engineers, lots of greens. Some rear areas. That's crazy numbers. Anyway, let's go. 32. So it's somewhere between 5 and 6 to 1, it seems, which is nice. All right. Let's take a look at the stats then, which is going to be really interesting also. We'll start with the troops here. So we have total troops. Unfortunately, they seem to have received now, not now, but on the 18th, they seem to have received some extra reinforcements, simply. Or actually, now, because we're in the night, well, when they did their turn, basically. Yeah, exactly. So now they have gotten reinforcements, but probably they haven't moved. But I'm not sure how they can put these guys, if they can just pop up or not. But we did too. We actually received reinforcements, and I think these have like arrived. This is probably the 9th SS showing up and being able to move. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. So you pop the card down here, they are not able to move, and then when they move, that's when they show up here. Right. So that means that these guys popped out here but weren't able to move, and then finally they were able to actually move. So now we have a lot more units, which is interesting, but still we seem to be ahead anyway. Let's take a look at the casualties sustained, and we keep this steep slope here, which we have been accustomed to basically, which is really nice. And they have, well, this one doesn't count because it's the same, but usually they bring us down by 500. And is that 7.6? And that's 6.6. That's 5.8. Maybe they used to have 500 around here, but they don't anymore. That's like 700. That's like 800. And that's like 1,000 actually. So it's increasing as well. All right. And let's have a look at regime statistics, and we'll take a look at all supply here. Now, so this is supply picture of all the supply. So what we can see here is that on the 18th, beginning on the 18th, basically, we had supply sent to supply bases. Not a lot, but building up slowly. We also had not a whole lot being sent to units. We had the normal amount of supply, or slightly higher actually, but we did not add any like political points to increase the supply at least. And so we got this one, and this one was sent to units, and then we increased some, which meant, I guess, that the sort of decreased, but I don't know if I don't know where the decrease is showing up. But anyway, the green one shows clearly that supply sources, stocks, have increased at least, which is nice. And that's our buffer. Now, during the night time, just before we are going to start now, we have received an increase in supply to our units, which is nice. Sent to units. And it will also be interesting to see how much do the units actually have. We can take a look at that at unit supply. So in here we can see that unit stocks have increased, which sort of makes sense because we also have an additional units. We can also see that there is an increase in what we're asking, requesting. Unfortunately, the received from supply source does not really add to that, but that's to be expected, sort of. And then we have received from supply base. We did receive when we tapped something in here, but then we have shut the what do you say, to deplete the supply bases, basically. All right, let's turn our focus onto fuel then. So this is fuel, and we can clearly see that we have fairly good supply sources, stocks still, which is nice. We can see that we have a steady stream of fuel coming in, and it seems like our fuel consumption is varying a little bit, but now we've actually, let's see, sent 2 units even more, which is good. I'd rather have all sort of more sent, but because I'm thinking like that's because we have supply lines open, but I'm not sure. And then we have a build up sent to the supply bases, but really no build up right there for some reason. Looking at units fuel, we can see that we have an increase in unit stocks, which makes sense because we have an increase also in the number of troops. We have an increase in requested, and unfortunately received from supply sources is worse. So there's a gap there. So looking at this one, I'd assume that our stocks would decrease. This is unit stocks, but I'm thinking supply basis basically. And we can't see that here, but we can see that up here. But there is really not a big decrease actually. So still I feel good and comfortable with these numbers, so that's good. Let's have a look at cards. I don't think we received any more cards here. We still have these guys here. We have these guys here, so it makes sense. Fuel now cost 15, supply 13, the replacements cards 10. New bridge is the same. Air support is cancelled, which is because it's night time, and then we have these depot cards as well. Is there anything else regarding stats? I don't think so, that I want to take a look at. Not really. Alright, so let's turn our focus onto history. So let's see what kind of moves they actually did. 223 steps. So here we are seeing St. Vith. We have an unknown unit moving in or out. We are looking at, what's this? This is Malmedy. So they had 3 units here, so one is moving away. And here is Stoumont. This is Laglaise. This is actually divisional, and altogether they have strength 84. I can't remember what this was, but it is together there. I don't know where they're moving from. Maybe from here, moving away. We'll see. Probably. We have an engineering unit in the north, and this is Monschau, moving up. Yeah, he's the one we hit quite hard here, I think. So he's leaving. And then we have a tank battalion, and this is Trapon. So we hit him quite hard as well, with the tank sitting in here. So he's leaving or retreating. Okay. Then we have Noville. This is Bastogne area over here. We have 29th Infantry. Probably moving from in here because they were because they had an infantry and a flak unit, and I was assuming that they would leave and try and find some supply, but is that what they did? They seem to be leaving there a little bit. Good. Moving up there. And then we have a unit at Monet. Oh yeah, he was the one we hit hard. He's also leaving to somewhere. Oh yeah, he's leaving that on that road, staying there, and that's it. So that's like good. What are we seeing here? We are looking again at Spa here, and we saw that they had like a big pile there, and we also saw that they will release that pile into smaller units. Here we are looking at the 116th. This is Govy. And we have the 424 Infantry Regiment moving away because they had 3 units there before. Gets intercepted. And then we have another unit leaving, I think. Or moving down here. 420. So we do have infantry units down here. Approaching this one here. Which, I mean, I don't really care about, I think. So, let's see here. Here's Sandig. Here is this new unit, which, and this is the one I thought was called Campbell or something. So this is a different, I think it was mobile infantry, armored infantry something. But he moves away for now. Anyway, we had 3 up here. This is Malmedy, this is Spa here. So this is the Rolbane B. So we had 3 units in here. We have 1 unit moving up there. And here we are at Etzelbruck. We have the 8th. They had 3 units here. I think 1 has moved in here because he only had 1 there. And he moves away. And he moves in here. Or was that the same guy? I don't think so. No, that's an 8th. So there's a tank battalion moving in here. Right there. From here, I see. And from here again. All right. And then we are at, this is Rolban A. And we had an AA battalion move, I think, away because they had 4 units. Yeah. Ooh, that's interesting development. We have King moving down here. And they're emptying this one, only having 1 left here. That's also interesting. Let's see here. We have a tank battalion. This is also in the north. This is really a tank battalion. I think he was sitting on the side before. He gets intercepted for some reason, but I doubt that anything happened. I think this one moved from here up here. Recon squadron moving up north. He was hit, not badly, but still. And he's gone. We have a tank destroyer battalion moving away from Monschau and up north. And then we are at, what is this? Beaufort. Yeah, so these are the task force. So we have Team Collins moving down from wherever this, somewhere here, and down south. And this is Altré towards Junglinster. So they're moving down here because I also secured this one, threatening to take this one, obviously. And maybe I'm threatening this one next to Etzelbruck. I don't know if they worry about that. But yeah, let's see. Team Collins moves anyway. Ooh, we have task force moving in here and down. So they're really moving down now, giving up that position, it seems. In Junglinster, we have Altrier over here. We had, I don't know where this one comes from, but they had like 3 units here, I think. Anyway, let's have a look. And he seems to be moving west. Turner is leaving, going into the city, leaving, and going westwards. Or maybe not. And here is a recon. Alright. And then we have artillery battalion leaving this square here, this hex. And then we have an unknown unit. And where is this? This is the north, Röttgen up here. So, unknown unit moving. We have Junglinster moving into that one, emptying this hex right here. Artillery battalion leaving to the west. And we have a new one coming in here. But these guys are still there, so don't know where this one comes from, but he seems to be moving up there as well. Also an artillery unit. Alright, then we have the 110th. This is Wiltz. So this guy here, was he's... No? That was the lone unit that we pushed. And we tried to hit it again and again, so that's interesting. So where is he gonna go if he can actually move? we have the 18th cav, and now we are in Ligneville. This is the lone one that we hit before, and he was sitting somewhere in the woods. He was hit around here first, down here, so it's good that he's approaching us. That will make things easier. An unknown unit. This is Bastogne over here. Oh, that is interesting. How could you get there? Is this no, this is Echweiler is here. All right. Let's see here. I don't know where he's coming from. Probably we didn't see him before, because we went on this one, and we also had a big gunner. And of course, this is the tank destroyer that was standing somewhere around here. He's moving up, that's why, and then away. So he's going to have problems up here eventually. What? This is Steinbrück. These are this is the tank unit, and since he doesn't have any tanks, but he's got like 4 rear troops or whatever, they moved up north, which they can, and then he disappears, I thought, but actually not, which is, that's good for us. Anyway, Team Ford is moving into a very, very dangerous hex, but he's coming from this one. He definitely wants to go down. Let's see if he can. He gets intercepted, and that's it. Now, this was what we saw before. This is in the south. This is Junglinster, and here he was sort of being trapped. And the nice thing is we took city or town, and we were trying to hit this guy here. I think we might have done that also, but he's trying to get into town, secure this one, and he loses a Sherman tank out of 7, which is nice. We did not lose anything here. Good. And then he sneaks past and going westward. Yeah. And then there's another attack. The one that we put defense on. We don't lose anything. He loses a Sherman. Lovely move. This is really difficult for him because of the blown bridge and everything. But yeah, that's good. We have Volkssturm. Wow. They're doing their best. These are like old people, and I wouldn't say degenerates or anything like that, but like old people, and probably people from maybe the front that weren't feeling that great. And maybe young people as well, actually. I don't know. Like Hitlerjugend, maybe. I don't know. So anyway, they're doing great job. 1 out of 4. Yeah, that's good. And then he disappears magically. So I think he tried to hit this one. He didn't succeed. And I think he's got enough movement points to just cross. And they're leaving here. So there you go, artillery. Anyway, and then we have a roadblock here. Let's have a look. That's Bastogne. So we have a roadblock moving around. And I don't know. I think he was sitting in Besançon, and we didn't know what kind of unit that was. So let's see how far he actually gets, because he's gonna have to cross the river, I guess. That's as far as he got. Let's go back, actually, see what kind of implications that's going to be. Well, we're going to have a problem of people passing by here with a extra 10, but it's not like he cuts this one, so that's good. All right, we are in St. Vith again, and we have the engineer moving from this hex right here, which we bombarded quite heavily with artillery. So when he moves away, and where are you going to go? Over there, and then I think stop, right? No, you go back, because that's scary. Oh my god. So he's gone. Here we have an engineer. Where are we now? We're at Etzelbruck. So this is the engineering unit, and he doesn't have anywhere to go. He can't go up here. He knows that. He can't go down here. He knows that. So he's trying to traverse this one, which makes sense for sure. But it's difficult. But yeah. And then it disappears somewhere, I don't know. And then we have, what do we have? We have combat engineers, 49th. These guys here, where are we at? This is St. Vith, right? So these guys were standing here. And I was contemplating using this 183 I think, moving down to Muspelt and locking that one up, but I decided not to because I wanted to take care of the tank unit, which wasn't really a tank unit. But anyway, let's see how far they get. Are they moving across like that? That's interesting. And then they stop. So this is Sundig right here by Malmedy, and this is an armored infantry battalion, the 23rd, which I'd like to move away from the supply line if possible. Let's see what they do. So they actually hit Malmedy, try to take it. They lose 10 veterans, 2 M3 half tracks, not a big deal. This is a great artillery target, of course. They have lots of bazookas actually, but yeah, they didn't put a dent onto there. So it was a great move, keeping Malmedy, of course, like this. And then we have 420 armored battalion, and we are at the 116th here. So these guys are, I can't remember if they're coming from here or here. Anyway, they are on the attack or something. Seeing how far they get, I think. And that's it. What do we have here? We have an unknown unit, and we are in St. Vith. So maybe it's approaching, or maybe he's leaving. We'll see. He's approaching. So this is the tank destroyer Decisive, thinking about maybe retaking St. Vith. I don't know. And he's moving up here. That's good for us. He's trying to be like a guard, a forward guard or something like that, trying to protect the ones retreating, which makes sense, but still doesn't. So we are now up here. So we had 3 to start with. 1 went here. Now we only have 1. So I think someone might have gone back. And then we had the Sobri tank force. So he went up here, then he went back, realizing that that's a poor spot to be in. And then he goes back. Maybe he goes here to check this guy out. Well, we can't see him. And then someone goes up here. Maybe that is the Sobri, who knows. And then we have a cavalry unit. And that's a new one, isn't it? We don't recognize this one. Where are you coming from? Because in here we had this like almost dead or only consisting of infantry units, like rear units, an AA unit, but this is something completely different. This is the 32nd Cavalry Squadron, but as we can see, these guys together only have 12 in strength, so that's not great, and they stopped right there. That's fine for us. We have an unknown unit moving, and where is that? It's from here. So this is I'll call him Campbell, but I don't know really what his name was, and that could be him moving up here. And then we have 51st, where this is what? This is towards Bastogne. Unfortunately, this is a unit moving in here, but I don't know where he comes from. Because now we had this guy and this guy sitting in here. This one, I can't remember where he came from. Is he going to leave? Ouch, I don't like that at all. Please don't stay there. Unfortunately, it seems like he will. And we had lots of troops assembling here or moving from up west. And let's see what Team Allen does. He leaves. Or maybe not. And he moves up there again, which is going to be nice to hit. Anyway, we have a 38th Armored Infantry Battalion coming up on the northern side of, this is Spa here, this is Kraus, this is the very, very important supply base. So they're moving up from the south, from like Lays, it seems, towards Spa here. Which is nice that it's relieving these guys, but so in that sense it's nice to have 2 whole bands like this, fairly close to each other. We have Campbell, and this is Govy. And I think he's moving from down here. Let's see here. No, he's going in there. That's interesting. And then this guy gets hit a little bit, and this is a tank unit. We can see that from here. Some Sherman tanks. We lose 10 pioneers, not that bad. So we'll see. Then we have an unknown unit sitting somewhere here, and this is also on the northern sector with Monsha further down here. This is Samarath up here, and they're moving in actually. And look at that, that's 2nd Ranger Battalion. I wonder if these are, I think I've seen them before here. And they get intercepted, and then we have a cav unit going in as well and intercept. All right, we have an up in the north, an unknown unit. These guys are stuck, but we get company basically here, and we try to reinforce these guys. And yeah, we can see that they're a bit uneven here, but yeah, thinking the Stugs will actually perform by themselves. We have 102 cav, 102nd cav. This is also in the north. This seem to be spreading out, which is good for us. This guy here we used as artillery. We really wanted it to move this one, but I think he's going to be safe. We have an intercept fire on this guy here. Then we have a tank unit moving here. Here we go. We have an artillery bombardment where we actually lose some Nachttrupp, which is not that bad. Volksgrenadier, it's not that bad, and just a little bit of everything, but nothing vital, I think. But preparing maybe to act. 709th Tank Battalion moving from here, I think, down here. There's nothing really down here, but possibly down here we might have to blow the bridge. We'll see. They're actually moving down here, and there's nothing he can get to. This is I think maybe a major river, this one, so it's going to be difficult to cross if he wants to do that. And then I don't know where he goes. And then we have an unknown unit again, and where is that? Moving up here. So they seem to be assembling even more here to counter this threat here, which is not bad, I think. As long as they don't hit my guys here, that might be weak. 2nd Regiment moving, or unknown moving away, I think. Moving here, because maybe he needs to strengthen up that one. Another one moving in here, and moving away, and moving down, cav unit. And moving down here, so they seem to be assembling troops here, which again makes sense. Kelly is moving away from this rather strong point, which makes sense. Moving away and strengthening this one, I assume. These guys are moving away because they don't want to get hit, which makes sense. Then we have a movement in here with an infantry unit moving actually down towards us, or back towards us, and spreading around here, which is good for us, or maybe not. And that's it. We get hit here from the north, and they lose 30 and 10. Why are they attacking with howitzers? That is crazy. I mean, they actually make an attack, I think. See here. Yeah. So as far as I can tell, this is not an artillery strike, but this is actually an attack. Maybe they didn't see this one and they walked in here. I really don't know. Then we done at Etzelbruck again here. This is an unknown unit coming in here. No, we're actually leaving here. We'll see. And that's Team Woodstock. I see. And that is a nice formation for them for sure. And then we have Task Force Riley moving up. Let's have a look at that again. Let's see here. So we have Collins right here, and that's 18. Together these are rather weak, but all of a sudden we have Task Force Riley moving up and trying to hit us. We don't suffer any, they don't suffer any, but they do have 20 Sherman tanks here, lots of GI veterans and so on. We have 130 Pioneers and Panzerschrecks, so we are definitely outnumbered and outgunned. Probably Team Collins or the other unit moving away, and the other second unit moving here if this is the third. And that's it. Maybe they're gonna try and cut this one for some... Yeah, it would make sense maybe to move this one down here then. During the night, I'm thinking. Then we have a tank battalion that moved from here down here and moves away. It moves across, moves into La Glaise, and then we have an artillery strike on us where some Sicherungs die, which is fine. That's it, and is that from this unit then? Because they have Sherman tanks. I think they might be firing against us from a distance. I know they are quite poor, and probably that's what the results show there. Then this one moves away from, and again this is Trois Ponts. So we were trying to attack this one here, and we did damage it a little bit, but we also took lots of casualties as well. Not lots, but some casualties. So this guy, who's really sort of road bound, or maybe he's tracked, moves actually cross country. So didn't get that far though. Then we have a unit moving in here, that's artillery. And now what are we looking at? So we are looking at Stoumont. This is Spa up here. So we have 4 units in here, 3 units now, 4 units now, 2 moving in here and 3 units remaining there. We have 1 move, 3, 2 and 1 here. That is we have paratroopers in Spa, or rather around Spa. I'm so happy at where I was able to take Spa. Wow. Now we have 4 units here too, so they seem to be piling in here. We have another one. I think we might need to dilute this one and bring these guys up here to not be surrounded. And they try to hit this guy, and they do that succeedingly actually, but with artillery it seems. So we have not a whole lot of people dying or anything about, so that's fine. They're moving from here to here, and we don't know what that is, but I think it might actually be paratroopers. No, it's not. It's a roadblock moving. That's fine. And what's this? Let's go back again here. So we only have 1 unit here, 1 unit here. Maybe there's someone in the vase moving in here. So now I think we might have 2, 3 parachute troops. That is 517th Airborne Regiment. Now they're moving there. I don't want you to stay there. I'd rather not, rather. Okay, so here's Bastogne. Now this is interesting. We had 3 units here. 1 is moving away. We're back at La Glaise. We have the engineering unit moving in here, but from where I'm not really sure. Maybe from Stoumont or something. Or maybe over here, moving away, moving back, and somewhere. We have Bastogne again here. Now the artillery unit moves away from here into here, which I'm happy with. That I would be elated to have, but probably gonna go back. What in the name So he decides to attack. Maybe he doesn't see me, but look at that. That's strength of 91. So he should see that there's someone there. So why would you use an artillery unit to go with a frontal attack? That means you lose 40 gliders. You lose 6 out of 11 howitzers and a couple of jeeps, and I lose none. That's silly. We are back at Spa right now. We had 3 units. We still have 3 units in here. Now we have 2 units, 1 moving up, 2, and infantry moving in, 26 infantry. And these guys move into the city here. And they're piling in here for sure. And moving back. And moving back. And moving away. And moving back. And moving away. And away. And that's it for them. Now we are back at Transverse. These are the 116th Panzer Division. And we have this one, the an AA battalion. I can't quite remember if he moves from here to here, maybe. This is Kaufmann. We had a unit over here before, but now we have an unknown unit from here. Yeah, he was sitting here. Maybe he's moving in here and then, because I felt like he was moving away, or maybe that was a different one. Or maybe I'm confused with this one, I can't remember. But it seems like he's emptied this square, this hex rather. And he keeps on going. And then we have a tank battalion, and where is this at? This is... wow, that's interesting. So this is the tank battalion. I don't know where you're coming from. Maybe he was the one who... did he move up here or something like that? I can't remember. And then he snuck up like this? I really don't know. But I don't mind, a tank battalion, because we have the 12 box grenadiers here. We can easily surround this guy. Maybe he's trying to help out here, but he doesn't have any supply here. So what's he gonna do? Ooh, I feel like he's approaching the wolf's den, really. I don't mind. And then he, I guess, realizes that this was maybe not a good idea. And he's gonna try and take Elsenborn. Look at that. He takes Camp Elsenborn at least. Not a terrible move, but don't know. And we're up at La Glaise again. And now we have a CCR 7th Armored Division, unfortunately, coming around. Where are you at, actually? Let's see here then. Up here then. I see. Well. Let's see here then. And we have... that's the end of everything. So we seem to have... no, yeah, it's not that one, is it? Could be this guy here, but I think that's the guy who went in this way. So I think we might actually have an armor division in here, like a tank division. So we do have tanks here, both of these guys here. So that's unfortunate, but not terrible. And I've been expecting to get some parachute like units over here. At least that's what I got in the scenario, the smaller scenario, but we'll see if they show up here or if they actually have shown up here in Spa instead. I don't know, we'll see. And that's it. That's really, really interesting. Let's have a look at the map then. So it's nighttime, we can't really see a whole lot, but we have these are the 1st Infantry Division, but these are airborne regiments. Right. Interesting. And right now it's really difficult to see. But this one I could easily be killed if I wanted to, but I'm probably just gonna rest here. What's this? That's market supply. Supply is running short a little bit. And I'm just gonna rest here because I'm gonna need the rest. And I'm in such a secure position anyway. Well, anyway, let's go down all the way south to have a look here. This is Junglinster. These are the 212s. We can't see the tank unit. Maybe we're moving up here, maybe moving across. We don't know. It's nighttime. It's really difficult to see. We did manage to kill a Sherman, so that's great. We do have a nice position right in here in Monternach. Like these guys here, 100 and 100. These guys can definitely move even though it's nighttime. These guys can rest. They don't have to, but But these guys could really move, I think, during the night. Maybe take this one. How about these guys? Well, they should also rest. These guys are in a very nice position as well. If I could move, but let's see here. I mean, it would be nice to be able to take Vecchia. But I don't know. Yeah, he's not that tired. I could take Vecchia and this guy could. He's almost able to go down here. I don't know if I can rush him. Because of the ups and downs, I don't think I can actually, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move this guy. There's also potential that this guy moved up north here, trying to cut off supply lines or whatever, but he's going to have to walk home back. So, anyway, this one, Alan, what are you doing here? You're all alone in the middle of the night. Look at these regular attacks. That's silly. I think I'm going to go for this guy here, but I need to find some units that like this that are not tired really, that I can use. And it seems like I will be able to find them. Yeah. So no worries. I'll definitely take care of these guys here in the middle of the night. I think maybe not take care of them, but I should be able to inflict damage. You know, even if I, we'll see. Let's just take a look at this one, like 6 to 1, 9 to 1, see, 13 to 1. Even though it's nighttime and everything, we have the upper hand here for sure. Maybe it won't produce that much damage, but we won't receive that much either. So that looks nice. These guys are moving down. Maybe I should try and move down here, cut them off, which would be nice. This is heavy forest snow, which is perfect. Maybe they do moving down here. I think this unit here is perfect to move down south because he's got plenty of vigor and readiness. These guys, I'm just going to sit here and sleep. And they are, I'm just going to rest here because I do need the rest here for sure. And yeah, these guys, if they are going to stay here, they have a readiness of 22. So they won't be going that far, but probably they'll be able to escape down here. That's fine. Don't worry about that. What's the supply situation? Still no supply pretty much. Yeah, that's difficult. Is that supply? Yeah, it is quite bad actually. Yeah. And then we have Etzelbruck here. So this looks fine to me. And we'll see if they move back or not. I don't really care. I'm just going to rest here. I have a very nice position here. And here I don't need to push here, but it would be nice to take Greville. Let's have a look. No, he's going to rest for sure. Yeah, all of these guys are going to rest. They definitely need the rest. And probably the same thing here. Yeah, look at that. They've been marching a lot. So that's why they need the rest. And I'm not going to care about this guy who went down here really either. Again, I'm sure I could catch him perhaps, but yeah, we just gonna rest here, I think. There's like no real targets to go for, that's the thing. I mean, I could definitely take a look at if we have any units around here that are at 92 that I might want to move, you know, like this guy, for example. Or that artillery units are great in that sense that they haven't really been using a whole lot, so they might not have to sleep. But I don't know, we'll see. And towards Bastogne, this guy is dead, obviously. Not now then, or maybe actually now. Let's have a look. 93, 93. Like that. You know? Gone. And I definitely wanted to get rid of this one while I can. So, that's good. And Bastogne, I like it that they only have 2. I don't like it that they have 1 unit here, but it seems to me like this is the only unit they have. However, it's really difficult to see. Maybe they had 2 units. I need to check the history. I think they actually have 2 units. Yeah, they have an engineering unit moving in here as well, I think. So that is probably going to be difficult to dislodge as well, but we do have plenty of units here that should be able to do a number on them. And these guys have good internal supply, but really, really poor. Well, this one has good, but that's really poor fuel level. And they will be able to attack, but we'll see. They might have help from these friends here, and they are fully supplied here, which is great. So we'll see what happens around here. But we're not going to make a night move except for killing this one off here. And here I know that they had some units moving up here, probably staying in Michon or something like that, so that's fine. And up in the 116th, we had some development around here, which we really don't care too much about. We want to keep this one free here, and then of course we want to kill off units, but like this one looks nice and everything, but we don't inflict a lot of damage because of the night, and they don't either because of the night. So maybe just save our power basically and sleep, because we have 65 redness. That's not great offensive power. Nice thing here is he is fully, like his tank is full here, which is great. Look at that fuel, that's lovely. So he's going to be able to fight, and he's going to increase his redness as well. So yeah, looks really nice, and these guys are moving without any problem as right now. This guy here is all alone, some priests. How about this guy? Yeah, they are kind of worn out. These guys are all right. These guys are a little bit better shape, but still again, this is not great. Even though he won't get anything back really, maybe attack with this one. Or just leave him, because where he's gonna go? And when it's during the nighttime, maybe he'll try to push on through here or something and hurt himself. This is Vilsam. I don't know what kind of units they have in here, obviously. Here they had the tank unit that don't have tanks in them. Here we have 2 units now. We have this one that only has rear area, and then we have the unknown moving down here. Can't remember what that was. We had an engineering unit here. It's probably sitting up here, or maybe that's the one who moved down. We don't know. We'll see in the morning. And then we have St. Vith here. We have a couple of units in here, which is great. And we'll see what they will eventually do. That's at Wacht. And we had a situation here where we had some units here, but we'll check in the morning. So far, these can get a well rest, some really nice rest here during the night. And here we have Wolf. We have something in here. We don't know what that is. Here's Heavy Forest. But these guys also need to sleep, don't they? Let's see, 93, 95, 95, 91, 87, 89. Not necessarily. They could definitely hit this guy here. They have Recon 19, but I think that only matters really when you are attacking. I don't have great units though, that's the thing. I don't have any infantry units. Well, I do have this one actually. But that looks terrible actually. Yeah, this is really difficult. And because of the nighttime and everything, that makes it even more difficult. So no, I'm not going to attack here. I'm just going to rest here. And here we don't know about Ligneville. We could travel during the night, but these guys also need to rest. We all need to rest. Well, artillery doesn't really necessarily need to rest. And this engineer really doesn't have to rest either. These guys that only have 2 in readiness do need to rest, but they really can't move anywhere, so they will be hit. Could also hit them now, but I'd maybe rather rest. And I'll take care of them in the morning. And Sandig, and this one, we don't know how strong this one actually is. And this was, I think, the armored infantry unit. And then we had a unit close to Malmedy moving somewhere around here. We had another unit, I think, moving up here. Maybe it's the same unit moving up here, or maybe up here and did not hit this guy here. Up here we had units, one moving down here, one moving away and one staying. This guy needs to rest as well. This seems to have only one, but then we have the tank unit coming up here. Or maybe, no, he's in Camp Elsenborn right now. So we would like to shut that one down by moving this guy in here, probably. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And what else? We have Spa here. And we're just going to rest. Yeah, we spoke about that before. Did we say anything about Stomong-la-Glaise? I don't think so. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything we need to do here. There's some like lone units here. Ooh, these are really out of gas. Is it that bad with supply? Or I mean, yeah, it is, I guess. Is it because it's been cut? Of course. That's why we need to take care of this one. Wow, that's bad. That is really bad. And the supply can't go through here because it's been cut here as well. Would you look at that? This is a mess. This is a mess. One thing we will be moving though is 9SS actually, so that's for sure. And up here, I don't know if there's, I think everyone needs to rest pretty much, and then we'll push in the morning. There's nothing really we can take with ease. I mean, this one, no, we're just gonna rest here as well. Wow. Yeah, these guys are gonna travel here. And this one hasn't been alleviated really during one day. So it was good that we moved down here, but this is going to trash this one, I think. Well. Maybe once we get to Bullingen we can use like half for a while. I really don't know how we're going to solve this, but like that, I don't know. Not easy, not easy. Heavy troops anyway coming through here, which is nice, but it will take some time. And I think that's it. Is there anything that I have forgotten? I don't think so. These are briefs, general, allied reinforcements. So now we have moved into the 19th, but really Like the last time, it seemed as if, looking at the stats here again, when it comes to number of units here, it seems to me as if they received or were able to move sort of the troops. So it seems like they got them on the 12th, or like the 12 noon, or in the evening of 18th. Let's take a look at the brief here. So Allied reinforcements, according to this one, they should get 1st Infantry, which we have seen from the north, seems to be the paramilitary, or is it paramilitary, but the parachute. Let's have a look at what they are actually called. If I forget. That's Sundig up here. Here we go. They are called, what are they called? They are called airborne, of course. Yeah. So first, these are the 1st airborne here. 1st, yeah, infantry. So is this what's indicated? Because we're not on turn 9 for sure. We are like turn 11 or something like that. So I think this is wrong here. But I'm not sure. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Then we have 101th, or 1st. That's weird. 101st Airborne. Supposed to be coming in on turn 11, which I think we just had. And now it's nighttime, so they should arrive. But here it says 19th, which is now. So I think if this is wrong here, then probably these are also perhaps wrong. And that would mean that they should show up this turn. And 101st is supposed to show up in Bastogne. Maybe we could take Bastogne in the morning to make sure that these guys don't get there. And I think the 82nd also went in there. And maybe they come in a turn earlier, whenever that is. And the 30th Infantry from the north probably coming in down here. Because these guys don't say where, they're probably airdropped. But these ones I don't know either. Anyway, yep. So that's what it looks like. Then we don't have, let's see here, well actually here it says on turn 11 we get access to 2nd SS, Das Reich, which we have been able to release. And we also had the 150 Panzer Brigade, Skorzeny. They were up in the north helping. No. They came. They were released pretty much straight away. Exactly. So they were sitting and waiting in the rear. That's how it worked, right? Oh yeah, and here we had the 9 SS also coming in at turn 10, and then these guys at turn 11, or being available at least. And here we have the Führer Begleit Brigade on turn 7, which we also paid for. And then we have on turn 30, 40, and also 36, 38, we have some other coming in, or being available rather. And then we have 3rd Panzergrenadier Division, another division, being available on turn 13, and that's like in 2 turns, 1 turn maybe even. So that's good. Don't know where. I think they're going to come in from the north, because if I remember correctly, they were sitting in the rear, sort of coming in from like Aachen, I think it's called, up in the north. So or is that south? I don't know. Anyway, and we have some other units coming down on later turns, or being available. And then we have 3 variants that are what ifs, and that's the cards, these guys here, the reserves that you have to pay a lot to get access to, simply. So, but that's it. Some Panzer Division 10 SS, which would be kind of cool. And here's another 11th Panzer Division and a Panzer Grenadier Division. So, yeah, be pretty cool to engage these guys, get them into the game, but it's going to cost us, obviously, here. So, but once we get Bastogne, we get another 10 points, so it's not going to be that difficult to bring them in, but maybe they won't be able to make it to the front either. We'll see. And they will cost gas as well, of course. So I think that's it. Really, I will make night moves in the next episode, simply. So this was the end of the 1800 enemy movements phase, simply. So, and I'll stop there, simply. And I think fuel and supply looks good, no problem. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I need to, what kind of moves I'm gonna have to make during the night. But it's not gonna be a whole lot. But anyway, well, that's it then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode, simply. Take care now. Bye.